Memphis. The Tigers will come into the tournament as the number 6 seed, and will be playing East Carolina on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on ESPNU. Coach Hardaway, thanks so much for joining us on the call. If we just get your thoughts on the state of the Tigers heading into the tournament, and maybe specifically on the matchup in the first round against East Carolina, please.
Yeah, we are. We've grown so much, being the youngest team in NCAA, obviously the youngest team in our league. We played ECU at our home earlier and had a good lead, and then kind of relinquished that. At the end, they started making shots, and it was a good game. So going into the tournament, we don't take anybody lightly, even though they haven't had the season that they want. They still compete, and we're looking forward to the tournament.
We'll open up to questions for Coach Hardaway. Please star 1 on your telephone keypad. We'll put you in the queue, and then the operator will introduce you. Go ahead with the first question, please. First question will be Drew Hill from the Daily Memphian.
Hey, Penny. Just wanted to get your thoughts on not only the first-round matchup against ECU, but if you win, you have Tulsa waiting for you there, and obviously a lot of people would look back to that was probably one of the worst games of the season for you guys. Is that something you look forward to as a challenge if you can get there, because, Tulsa is one of the best teams in the league, and you want to play better, prove that you can play better against them?
Well, out of respect of ECU, I can't talk about Tulsa. We know what Tulsa has done, and that was obviously our worst game of the season by a long shot. All I can do is just talk about ECU. We have to get by, an ECU team, because anything happens in March, and once we start looking past somebody, then that means that you're already saying that, you're going to win, and you gotta take care of business first. And, if we're fortunate enough to beat ECU, then we can talk about Tulsa then, for sure.
Any other questions for Coach Hardaway, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad, if so. While we wait, Coach, if I can get your thoughts on, we did have another one come in. Please, you can preempt mine. Go right to Mr. Will Turner from 24/7 Sports, please.
Coach, how are you doing this morning?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing well. Coach, Jaden Gardner definitely is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league. What can you say about his work ethic and just how he scores the basketball?
Yeah, he definitely, in my mind, and I know this is high praise, is the hardest worker in our league. I noticed him last year as a freshman, how hard he plays. He hasn't had the best of teams either year, but you wouldn't notice that through how hard he plays and how much he wants to win. So, yeah, to me, he gets a lot of respect because he just keeps on plugging, keeps on working, and, and is one of the top 3 players in our league.
And then J.J. Miles and Tristan Newton have really played a big role for East Carolina so far this year. What is it about them that you guys have seen on film, and what makes them special compliments to Jaden Gardner?
Well, they want to win as well. Their special talents are what they do. They score the ball, they assist. They do whatever it takes for the team to succeed. They understand where they were last year and where they are this year, and they're trying to gain respect. So they're a great compliment because they have the same like minds that they want to get to the next level and compete and be one of the top teams in this league.
Thanks a bunch, Coach. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
Back to the next question, please. Go back to Drew Hill from the Daily Memphian.
Hey, Penny, how much of this tournament do you think the keys for you guys will be your guard play? And you guys have gotten some consistent play from Precious, obviously, but it feels like whether the shots are going in or not for the guards, especially Lester and Tyler, make a huge difference.
Yeah, as we go, our guards go. Our guards have to lead us. It's going to be vitally important that during this time of the year that we need all of them to step up, and be who they are. But we don't need all off on the same day. We need at least 2 coming to play every night, that we get out there on their court to even have an opportunity to win. They're capable, and just need them to lock in and be ready to play. But yeah, we need our guards for sure to be successful in this tournament.
Thanks.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Joseph Dart with the Houston Chronicle.
Hey, good morning, Penny.
Hey, good morning.
I wanted to ask, having a young team yourself, what are some of the challenges for Houston, so to speak? They have two freshmen that they rely on a lot. When your young guys haven't been in this situation late in the year tournament time, what are some of the challenges that as a coach you face to kind of get them prepared and not so much, wide-eyed?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with coaching young guys is that they really don't believe yet that, like they go into the games thinking everything's going to be easy because they just came out of high school, or they set out a year and they're looking at it like it's going to be easy. And that's what I've heard from my guys so much this year. They don't really have the same amount of respect that a junior or a senior would have for the league. And sometimes that poses a problem. The other thing is that they're learning everything for the first time. No matter what the teammates are telling them, no matter what the coaching staff is telling them, they're learning on the fly. And everything is a first-time situation for them. So, if you don't have a veteran team around you telling you, and it just solely depends on you, and you're one of the top guys that has to do it, and you're a freshman, it's just, your mental and your physical has to be, on point, because you have to put yourself in the moment and grow up right away, because your team is definitely going to need you.
Thank you.
And we can take one more for Coach Hardaway, please.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Don Amore with the Hartford Courant.
Hey, good morning, Coach. Just want to ask you, how tough is this league top to bottom? You see even the teams at the bottom of the league seem to play everyone tough and the game's close. And in particular, I wanted to get your take on UConn's turnaround 2-6 to start and then 8-2 to finish in the league.
Yeah, the league is not getting the respect that it deserves from top to bottom. And I mean, if you look at our non-conference schedule as a league, we did pretty daggone good around the country. We represented really well, and then we came into the league and beat up on one another. And early on with UConn, it's just chemistry, just like everybody else. You got chemistry problems and trying to, figure out who's who, and trying to get your lineup steady to see who's going to have the best, who's going to work well together and work the best together. And once UConn hit their stride, then their stars were allowed to be stars. There wasn't a lot of competition. You can just tell they found an identity with Christian and with James being their go-to guys, and then everybody else just kind of rallying around that. And as a group, they play hard. They play extremely hard. Danny has them playing really hard, and they found their groove. And there's nothing better to a coach when you know who you are. There weren't any more identity crisis of, Al Tariq being the man, or is Christian the man, or whatever. It's like once they put him on the bench and kind of found out who they were. And, you have to give Al Tariq a lot of credit for even, it was a struggle at first, but for doing that and sacrificing, and now they're winning. And everybody, winning cures it all. And right now that's what made their turnaround. I can see that they had problems going on of identifying who was their man early on in the season.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Coach Hardaway, thanks so much for your time this morning. We look forward to seeing you in Fort Worth on Thursday.
All right, thank you very much.